Diaz here in Beaver Creek following your Martin Luther King Jr. holiday weekend. And an early start, plenty of snow we picked up over the weekend. As you can see, people still trying to get first share, to get first dibs on the fresh snow. To learn more about that and events happening this weekend, stay close to us as Vail Valley Live starts right now. You are watching Vail Valley Live. Ty Diaz here with you in Beaver Creek. What looks like this pretty much at every ski resort all around Colorado, even in the Front Range now that we're stepping into the third week of January, bringing in some big weather conditions. We're talking some Arctic air. That's going to be the challenge for you while you're out here, especially early in the morning. But people are very happy to discover a lot of the new snow that can be found on the mountain each morning as we still roll into the middle of this week, picking up more snowfall. We'll tell you more about those snow totals coming up here. But you are watching Vail Valley Live, and you're more than welcome to share this program with your friends, letting them know how you can find us each morning, beginning at 8 a.m. simply by going to Facebook or YouTube. You can subscribe to Vail Valley Live there. Click the like button, and each morning before the show starts, you'll receive a notification letting you know that the show is about to start. You can also watch Vail Valley Live on Outside Television, Channel 17. Through there, you can also watch various Outside Television programs and other products of Vail Valley Live right there as well. But let's give you a look at some of the topics we'll be covering on today's show, giving you a look at some of the weekend snow cap, and we're talking about over 2 feet of snow in a lot of areas of the resorts. People are still celebrating about that. But at the same time, there was some hazardous and challenging driving conditions that went with the weekend as well. Stay close to us for more information, but we'll let you also know where you can find comedy this week, as well as where you can find shows at the Vilar. Huge lineup this week. Live music over at Vail. We'll tell you about that and things that are going on at the brand new hotspot at Vail known as Chasing Rabbits. But again, let's give you a look at the weather right now, brought to you by the outlets at Silverthorne. And again, all around the state this morning, we're picking up the single digits for the start of the morning. With the wind chill factor, we're talking the below figures. As you can see there, high temperatures throughout the week. We'll find areas of the infields as well. The mid to lower 20s overnight low temperatures. Once again, single digits and the below figures. Keeping snow in the forecast this week. By the time we make it to perhaps Wednesday, we might see a hint of sun, but I think it'll be paired more with these clouds. But again, you can catch us every morning to stay updated with that. And again, this snow and weather report is brought to you by the outlets at Silverthorne. Over the weekend, again, over 2 feet of snow this past week, over 32 inches of snow picked up on Beaver Creek Mountain for our snow totals, and still coming down, as you can see behind me here. Vail as well picked up over 36 inches of snow. And just stepping out of your weekend, your Sunday into your Monday by the 5:30 a.m. snow report coming in, we're looking at 10 inches of snow, 10 inches reported at Beaver Creek for the start of the Monday morning, kicking off this new week, and 11 over at Vail. But if you're heading out on the slopes, starting your morning off bright and early, getting first chair, you're going to want to bundle up. And yes, there is a such thing as friends on a powder day. Speaking of bundling up, let's do a little shopping right now at the outlets at Silverthorne.
Hi, I'm Peggy Zieglin, fashion guru and stylist for the outlets at Silverthorne. I'm here today at the Colorado Welcome Center to invite you to come on in, learn the best hiking trails, biking trails, hotels, everything you ever wanted to know. And while you're there, the thing to do is pick up your savings card, my very first tip for you. It's totally free. It offers discounts at many of our retailers. And while you're also there, pick up your brochure. Chart out your journey, where you want to shop, best stores you want to make sure you get to, and plan it out accordingly. Bring your friends, have a great time, and also sign up if you'd like to for the Elite Savings Card program. It's a reward program and offers you fabulous discounts and also gift cards. So we hope to see you really soon at the Colorado Welcome Center and of course the outlets at Silverthorne. Have a great time and happy shopping. Hi, I'm Peggy Zieglin, fashion guru and stylist for the outlets at Silverthorne. I'm here to share with you one of our best amazing stores, the Williams-Sonoma outlet. Wow, it's at 145 Stevens Way, right at the outlets at Silverthorne. Everything you ever dreamed of is in this store, just like the retail stores, only this is outlet. I suggest go shop in the back as well, clearance. I certainly did. I've got all of my shopping done. 145 Stevens Way, Williams-Sonoma Outlet. It's for you, outlets at Silverthorne. See you soon.
You're watching Vail Valley Live. Ty Diaz here in Beaver Creek, sharing with you how things are looking. If you're making your way onto the mountain, we're talking about Vail Mountain, and they picked up over 2 feet of snow in the past 7 days, stepping from our Sunday into our Monday just to really kick off this new week. We're looking at 11 inches of fresh snow, keeping snow in the forecast. And of course, temperature-wise, we're looking for those very cold, freezing start to the morning, high temperatures in the mid to low 20s for your day. Each day this week, we could find a slight break in the weather pattern, maybe about Tuesday, but again, still keeping forecasted snow for you there. If you're heading over on Vail Mountain, you'll find that they have 33 lifts running. There are 253 trails of 278 trails available for you over at Vail, and you can find your lift times beginning at 8:30 over on Vail Mountain. Log on to snow.com to check out the terrain status as you make your way out onto the slopes. But if you're looking for entertainment at Vail, it continues through the end of this month, the 17th annual Vail Winterfest. It's an all-day event. It takes place on International Bridge. You'll find art in public places. They're also pleased to announce this event. And again, you'll find this all taking place on the Gore Creek Promenade, located at the International Bridge. Over 25,000 pounds of expertly carved ice sculptures can be found over there. And again, you can find more about that. If you're looking for things to get out in an experience, something to do and keeping active, you could also find at the Betty Ford Alpine Gardens the winter snowshoe tours happening Tuesdays and Wednesdays through March, kicking off at 10:30 until 11:30. On Tuesdays, there's a winter tree trail for beginners. On Wednesdays, you'll find a winter web of life, which is intermediate. It's a $15 per person experience. While you're out and enjoying Vail, you might want to take in the views, not just of nature, but what you can also find in art over at Vail, as there's a Winter Wednesdays art walk continuing through April over at Vail. And you can find out more about that by checking out things that are happening, art in public places over at Vail, one of the many, many lineups of events to get into over at Vail. You can also enjoy the Vail Village Walking History Tour. That happens on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 11 until noon with the Colorado Snow Sport Museum and Hall of Fame. And that's a $10 charge for that. It's a rich and often colorful history of Vail Village as it comes alive with the museum as it resumes your tours every day through the month of April. Vail Comedy, if you're looking for something to get out and laugh about, you'll find this taking place on this Thursday at 8 p.m. at the Sebastian. Alice Wetterlund, she's a popularly seen on Amazon Prime, HBO, Netflix, Sci-Fi. She's from Los Angeles. She is described as amazing, hilarious, and surprisingly good, and a fun and different experience. So come on out and catch a little bit of Vail Comedy with her at the Sebastian this Thursday at 8 p.m. And you can catch her set right there if you want to look up a little bit of the previews that you can find, or just catch the replay here on Vail Valley Live. And again, that is Alice Wetterlund at the Sebastian this Thursday with Vail, the Vail Comedy Show. Chasing Rabbits, the newest hotspot over at Vail, location at Solaris with a dining entrance and, of course, an alleyway dance hall disco entrance, brings you bingo nights on Mondays, it seems, here between 6 and 8 p.m. There's also a free game night that takes place over there. And so you're invited to come on down and try your luck at Chasing Rabbits with a little bit of bingo and some arcade games. You can also find on Tuesdays karaoke night with Sandman, bringing to you all the sounds performed by you, your popular hits that you grew up with, that you're happy to share and perform and showcase your talent. And that is happening beginning at 9 p.m. until 1 p.m. And for the karaoke with Sandman on Tuesdays, absolutely free. Continuing on with some of the events over at Chasing Rabbits, you can also find Jazz in Moon Rabbit with Adam Bodine. This is happening on the 18th, Woo-hoo! Another free event, and that kicks off at 8 o'clock, goes until 11 o'clock, and again, that is Chasing Rabbits at Vail, another free event. If you got sports on your mind, I know where you can find it, over at Vail, continuing, but a few steps away from where Chasing Rabbits is located at the Lodge at Vail, football at Cochina. Mondays, Thursdays, Saturdays, Sundays, between 4 and 9 p.m. You can find that free event at the Lodge at Vail. You can find drink specials, you can find food specials, and just a little time to be had over there. The doors open at 4 p.m. If you're looking for football over at Vail, you can find that at football at Cochina Lodge at Vail. Live music this week continues with Chuck Grossman at Vail Chop House. You'll also find Opry, as usual, historically, at the Red Line, the top of Bridge Street. Live music and entertainment. Such a good time to sing along with your friends and brag about the day and the time that you spent on the slopes. And as we continue on over at Vail with events, you'll find live music with John Dunn at the Kings Club, and that is over at the sauna now. You'll also find the Shakedown Bar bringing you a long list of events per usual, as well as opera music regularly on Wednesdays and Fridays, absolutely free, bringing you back to Cochina at the Lodge at Vail once again. There's also a newly renovated bar at the Sebastian at Vail. It's called Gambit Bar. Don't miss out on Jazz Music Night with Brent Gordon on Mondays. You could find Natalie Wade on Tuesdays. On Wednesdays, Brendan McKinney giving you the entertainment. You'll find on Thursdays, John Michel, and all the entertainment kicks off within range of 4:30 until 7:30 p.m. One more spot for you to check out at the Kings Club. Kevin Danzig live music at the sauna now at the Kings Club. And that also happens on Thursdays between 7 and 10 o'clock. And that's just giving you a look of some of the events that you can get into this week over at Vail, as well as taking on the snow beforehand. We'll be right back right after this with more Vail Valley Live.
Join us every Tuesday at 6 p.m. and watch Vail Valley Latino. Our goal is to elevate the voices of the Latino community in the Eagle River Valley and provide a platform to speak with local businesses, organizations, entrepreneurs, creatives, and much more. Find the show on Facebook, YouTube, and Outside Television Channel 17. We are Vail Valley Latino.
Hi, welcome to your 5-minute call. I'm Cameron Morgan, Executive Director of the Vilar Performing Arts Center. You might be wondering, your 5-minute call, what's the name come from? Well, in the theater, we have a lot of traditions, if you will, and every evening before the show, about 5 minutes before they call places, the stage manager comes over the intercom and says, "This is your 5-minute call." And here we are. So in this series, I'll be joined by Owen Hutchinson, VPAC's Artistic Director, and we're going to cover a little bit of programming, maybe some more details that you might not know or you might find interesting. So please help me welcome Owen Hutchinson here. Owen, it's wonderful to have you. How are you today?
Hey, Cameron. Doing well. I'm in my place and ready for showtime.
Ready for showtime indeed. Well, we've got a tremendous lineup, Owen, ahead for our winter season. You've done a phenomenal job programming this. Let's get things started. We're looking at Josh Turner, January 17th. Owen, who's this show for?
Yeah, this is a classic country show. If you're a fan of traditional country music and the hits of Josh Turner that you've heard on the radio over the years, he's been around for about 20 years now, and he's got songs that we know and love. When you're thinking about country music, you've heard Your Man, you've heard Would You Go With Me. He's playing those hits. This is the Your Greatest Hits tour, as he calls it, and we'll have him back to the venue for the second time. Sold out 2018, and we're really thrilled for a return visit. He's got his full band. It's going to be a really great show. I think anyone who was at his first performance will remember how engaging he is with the audience. He's out on the end of the stage, really playing to the crowd and connecting with his fan base. So really looking forward to having him back. And, you know, I think as we put together seasons, we're always thinking about variety, and in any given week, having something that's for everyone, and being able to visit the theater multiple nights and enjoy something different every night. And that's certainly the case with what we're seeing over Martin Luther King week, starting with Josh Turner, but then heading right into some arena rock. Fans of 80s music will really be thrilled by this first-time performance by the wonderful group Hairball out of South Dakota. Really incredible group. They're playing the Front Range and have for a few years, selling out massive rooms, and they're bringing this high energy performance. There's theatrics, there's a lot of stage presence here. It's a huge band paying tribute to Van Halen, Kiss, Queen, Journey, Aerosmith. I mean, it's a big arena rock show in your intimate little Vilar Performing Arts Center.
That's right. So, Owen, are we going to see hair, makeup, costumes from each of those artists that they'll be covering?
The full works. This is full wardrobe as far as Hairball goes. And the name is, you know, we get a little giggle out of the name, but they will live up to their name, no doubt.
I love it. 20 concerts in one night. That's going to be January the 18th on Thursday. And then we get a little different sound in the next concert with the Lone Bellow. Now, folks might not be familiar with this group, but they should be. Isn't that right, Owen?
They really should. One of my favorite sounds in our theater is vocal harmony. It's a beautiful, warm, and forgiving room for vocal harmony, and that's truly what the Lone Bellow is all about. This is a really powerhouse trio of vocalists, also instrumentalists, and they make up a little band from New York City that's been churning out roots and country hits for the last 10 years or so. I would call it indie country or contemporary country because it has a little more of a forward-thinking approach than some of the more traditional or pop country music that we hear today. But these are big vocal harmonies and power anthems that are really going to be illuminated in our room. It's a great Saturday night ski show too. So for those who are up visiting us over the weekend and looking to ski some powder, round out the day with a nice evening of country rock. It'll be a lot of fun.
Absolutely. And speaking of vocal harmonies, we'd be remiss if we didn't mention Chantic Clear, January 25th. This is a vocal ensemble, fully a cappella. And Owen, you know, what can folks expect, you know, coming into that show? It's not just classical music, right?
Correct. Yeah, this is a wonderful combination of a nod to the early vocal music you might hear in traditional English choir music, all the way through the Beatles and modern day pop hits. It's an evening that really embraces every era of the vocal arts, and this group is known as an orchestra of voices. That is their moniker and their designation by the press. They're from San Francisco and truly one of the great vocal groups touring the world today. It's a male choir, and it's really a sound that just fills the room. They will be lightly amplified, so we'll use that beautiful new sound system to maximize their presence in the space. So for fans of classical music, it will be something really to remember, but also for those who love a cappella or just singing, you know, it's a perfect evening of the voice.
Well, and that's our 5-minute call for the day. We're all out of time, but we'll be back next time with more details and all the inside information that you'll love to hear from us here at the VPAC. I'm Cameron Morgan.
And I'm Owen Hutchinson.
And we'll see you next time at the VPAC.
Yes, you can find out more about shows that are going on at Vilar in Beaver Creek by logging on to vilarpac.org. It's also an excellent opportunity to get tickets for the shows at that very same location. Ty Diaz here in Beaver Creek, giving you another look at what's developing at the base of the mountain, the lifts. Most mornings you'll find people gathering heading to work, maybe making their way, for that first chair of the morning. But at Beaver Creek Mountain, as it is announced this weekend, Grouse Mountain is open for the season. And that's where a lot of these folks who are of advanced level of riding are going to head to for the day out there on the slopes. And as you can see, this crowd is collecting on either side of me over here. Giving you another look at the weather and the terrain on Beaver Creek Mountain. Again, we're looking at 32 inches of snow plus in the past 7 days, starting our Sunday into a Monday. We're looking at 10 inches of snow picked up over the weekend, over 14 inches of snow at Beaver Creek Mountain. And temperature-wise, we're looking at a chilly start to the morning, the below figures in fields with wind speed, high temperatures in the lower 20s with wind chill factor playing into things, the single digits. As you make your way on over to Beaver Creek, you're going to find 26 lifts available for you as you step into the third week of January, coming out of your Martin Luther King Jr. holiday weekend. 143 trails of 223 trails available for you on Beaver Creek Mountain. But the big talk again, and it's not over yet. More snow on the way, over 2 feet of snow in the past week. But back to the temperatures for the week. And again, we're still looking at low temperatures, the lower 20s for this week, rolling into the weekend. Single digits and the below figures with wind chill factor for the overnight. But those temperatures you're seeing, the 20s as our highs for the day, again, playing into the wind chill factor, could feel like the single digits. Doing a little reiteration right now of some of the shows that you'll find, again, at the Vilar Performing Arts Center in Beaver Creek. Josh Turner taking the stage with the Greatest Hits Tour. You can find your tickets available at $78 starting with reserved seating. And that show kicks off at 7 p.m. And again, that is on the 17th. And as we roll through other shows at the Vilar in Beaver Creek this week, a very busy lineup as Cameron was sharing with you. We have Hairball, a bombastic celebration of arena rock at the Vilar, and that's on the 18th, 7 p.m. Reserved ticket seating starting at $39. Also part of your ticket 4-pack if you have that, and that's your $175 purchase value. It's like 20 concerts in one night is what it says here in this press release. Also at the Vilar, you'll find The Lone Below with support from Chris Jacobs. That's on the 20th at 7 p.m. Ticket pricing, general admission $39. That's a $44.50 day of show. If tickets are not purchased in advance, and you can also acquire that with your ticket 4-pack at $79. And the shows continue on over at the Vilar, vilarpac.org. You can also enjoy Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays here in Beaver Creek, Ken Carpenter and his caricature drawings. Yeah, so maybe you and your family want to document your time, not just in photographs of your time here in Beaver Creek, but with your caricature drawn of each of you by Ken Carpenter. And that's Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays here in Beaver Creek. Giving you another look at the weather, again, brought to you by the Grand Hyatt at Vail. We're looking at single digits in fields, wind chill factor below figures for the morning start, overnight low temperatures, high temperatures for the day throughout the week. They're saying in the lower wind chill factor, the single digits. Be prepared for what you'll find out here weather-wise. And if you're feeling that cold, that chill, that Arctic air, that blast, maybe you're from a warmer place, you're not used to the Colorado colder temperatures at all, you can still enjoy the views by getting inside and looking back outside while you warm up with some hot cocoa and whipped cream or some coffee with schnapps of some kind, whipped cream as well, and then get back out there and safely enjoy your lessons or your day out on the mountain, wherever it is that you might go. Log on to snow.com, check out the mountains that you're heading to for the day, be it Vail or Beaver Creek. Check out the terrain status, check out the conditions, learn which areas of the mountain is within your ability, green, blue, black diamond, double black diamond, and be safe out there. We'll be right back right after this.
Hello and welcome to the Vail Dailies on the Hill. It's the 14th of January, biggest powder day of the year so far. Woohoo! We're in Northram. Woohoo! We got Vail reported 13 inches at 5 a.m. and it's just dumped since then. It has not stopped snowing all day, and it's we're just getting started here. And this, of course, follows just a week of everyday snow. So we're really lucky that this season has completely turned around. Completely turned around. Now, what was not so great of a year has turned into an amazing year. I'm underneath chair 11 right now, and we're gonna keep coming through the untracked stuff. It's like about 8:45 in the morning right now. This is my first day on this new board. Whoa. I'm on a brand new Weston Japao snowboard. Perfect tool for the job today. And here's Gandy Dancer coming in. That was the run I wanted to take. I had it first thing for forever, but it wasn't open yet. So called an audible and headed over here to towards chair 11. And boy, people were getting after it. Biggest POW day of the year, and it falls on a weekend, a Sunday, so you know what that means. It was there was quite a bit of POW panic on the lifts this morning. Or I mean in the lift line this morning, getting into the line for gondola 1. Okay, here we go. Last nice steep face here. Oh. Oh. Woo! Oh! Oh! Wow, it's deep. And what we're expecting next is a polar vortex to hit the area with real cold winds coming down from the Arctic. An Arctic front that's been hanging out over Denver. It's gonna move into our area, but it's not quite here yet, and so the temperatures aren't even that cold. All right, here we are at chair 11, already quite a line. Oh. Whew. Go to the far side here. We'll wrap it up. Thanks so much for tuning in to the Vail Dailies on the Hill on a massive powder day. It feels like about 2 feet on the ground. We had, as of Friday, we had 26 inches in the last week. It snowed again that day. Then of course it just dumped last night, so yeah. So in the last 9 days, we've gotten about 3.5 feet of snow, so perfect conditions. Thanks for tuning in. For now, it's John LeConte signing off. See you later.
That's amazing footage John LeConte just shared with you. Waist deep at times, the powder that he found. And you can find that too, Vail or Beaver Creek Mountain. But of course, be sure to approach areas of the mountain that are within your ability level. Also, keep in mind that yes, there is a such thing as friends on a powder day, especially when you leave as a group and as friends to hit the mountain with the conditions and the snow that we've received over the weekend and still continue to receive this week. Ty Diaz here, giving you another look at the weather, brought to you by the Grand Hyatt at Vail. And again, we're looking to keep those temperatures right there. It's going to be a chilly, cold one out there, breathing-wise. thinner air out here. Keep an eye on each other, that you're still with each other out on the mountain. Bundle up if you're heading out on the slopes, keeping snow in the forecast. And as John also shared with you, and we shared with you, over 2 feet of snow picked up both Vail and Beaver Creek Mountain in the past week, and it's going to continue to fall with us. A huge turnaround season-wise, as John shared, condition-wise and weather-wise here on the mountains. But it's been fantastic. But if you're out on the roads any day, today, any day, just be very mindful of the road conditions, other drivers. Give each other plenty of space while you're out there, as we're keeping snow in the forecast this week, our Tuesday, our Wednesday, our Thursday. Cold temperatures as well. We're looking at the 20s, but in single digits feels with that wind chill factor. And the single digits, overnight low temperatures, wind chill factor, the below figures. So again, that affects your driving on the road, the snow, the conditions, your breathing, and just the ability to feel comfortable and warm out there. But again, getting out there, be safe altogether. There is a such thing as friends on a powder day. You can watch Vail Valley Live and share with your friends how to watch us on Facebook, on YouTube. Hit the like button and subscribe. And every morning, you'll find us out here. Myself, Trisha, Ken Hovey, sharing with you how to be best prepared for the slopes while you're out there and where to find the shows. But thank you for watching us this morning. We'll catch you tomorrow morning. Until then, be safe out there.